Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name's Letitia and today we're going to be talking all about my Kindle. So I'm really excited about this video. I'm going to be talking all about the pros, the cons, my general thoughts about the Kindle. There's going to be quite a few sections in this video, so I will leave timestamps in the description if you want to skip to any particular section. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Firstly, I'm just going to start with an overview about my Kindle and which one I have specifically. I did write notes on my computer, so we are going to be looking over there for a little bit. My Kindle is the 11th generation 2022 edition, and I think it has 16 gigabytes of storage, but I could be wrong on that one, but it hasn't really made that much of a difference. It's in a black colour, no mint matcha green, those so cute colours that they come in now. And I got mine with no ads. I would definitely recommend, since it's like an investment, to get it without ads. It was actually a gift, like an award from school for being an outstanding student and just being absolutely amazing. The funny thing is that I was actually planning on buying it before I actually got it as an award. I was just waiting for Prime Day, where there's usually deals where the Kindle comes down in price, and it was literally sitting in my basket for quite a few days before I actually got the award, and when I realised I got a Kindle, I was super excited. If I was to buy the Kindle, I would still buy the basic version. I think that the Kindle Basic does everything that it needs to do and more, and the paperwhite or the paperwhite signature was not necessary for me. The Kindle Paperwhite, which is the next step up from my Kindle, which is just the basic version, it has warmer light and waterproof ability. It's just waterproof, but for me, neither of those features I think I would utilize that much. Quite honestly, I have spilt a little bit of water on this and it's been absolutely fine. Before I got a Kindle, I exclusively read every single book that I had as a paperback option, and I didn't really go to the library either, so every single book that I read I personally owned, which, thinking about it, could be a bit expensive, but to be honest, I just liked books. I tried e-reading before. I tried e-reading on my iPad on the Kindle app, but it was so big and clunky. Wait, let me just... Reading on this is not as convenient as reading on this. My hands would physically hurt when I tried to e-read on my iPad. Maybe if you had an iPad mini or a smaller tablet, might not be as bad. I didn't really originally think that the Kindle would be much different to that, but the experience is completely different to reading on your iPad or phone. The screen makes such a big difference, so I was very shocked about that. I feel like there's not actually that many cons, and a lot of people focus on the pros with the Kindle, so I was trying to be very objective when I was thinking about this review. I'm not gonna lie, thinking about this section was kind of difficult because it's really hard to find a con with my Kindle because I love it so much, but there are a few, so let's get into it. Biggest con is probably the price, but if you girl math it and split it up based on how many times you use it or how many hours you spend on it, it probably works out pretty good, because I think I use my Kindle almost every day and I read for quite a few hours, so I think that the price is fine and I just view it as an investment. Okay, the next one is pretty obvious, but I just thought I'd mention. As a book collector or someone who just likes to have paperback copies, the Kindle isn't great, because after I've read a book, I don't have a physical trophy to show for it. So this is why I started using Goodreads and this other book tracking app called Fable I recently got to keep track of the books that I've read, because since I read so many on my Kindle, I can't keep track of them physically. Another con I would say is that the Kindle is black and white. I don't really think this is too big of a con, because the only time I really like it to be in colour is when I'm searching for books to add on to my Kindle, and normally I do that on the Kindle app on my phone or on my iPad, so all the covers are in colour. Kindle has come out with a new colour Kindle, but that's really expensive, so yeah, definitely not going to be buying that. Another con that I would say is that it's kind of slow and it's a little bit laggy. When I'm typing notes and annotations onto the screen or using the keyboard, it's so laggy and slow. With my Kindle, I do have to take it quite slow when I'm scrolling through things. Audiobooks on Kindle. I actually have an Audible subscription, so I might do another video about that. But audiobooks on the Kindle, I absolutely hate the experience. I think that it contributes to the lagginess of it as well, but it's just so much harder than when I use Audible on my phone or my iPad. Like, it just takes so much longer to adjust anything or to quickly move back 15 seconds, so I just think I'm impatient. But yeah, so if you want to listen to audiobooks, you have to have wireless headphones that can connect to the Kindle, and I find that connecting wireless headphones to the Kindle is a very long, I'm kind of exaggerating, but it's a long process and I don't like it, and I just prefer to avoid that. So those are the overall cons of the Kindle. Nothing too detrimental. Okie dokie, so moving on to the pros. The biggest pro for me as someone who has glasses is the accessibility and the ability to change the text size, the font size to whatever you want. I find this so amazing and super useful because sometimes like I would be squinting to read, and I also like reading at night. Like, I tried reading Little Woman, and honestly, I love the book, honestly, but it's so small and it's so big that it just hurt my eyes. Portability is another really good advantage. I do take my Kindle with me to quite a few places, and I think since mine is the 6-inch Kindle, it's really small and I can sometimes fit it in my pocket, and I can also fit it in all of my small handbags. However, I think if I had a paperwhite, it's like 7 inches, so it's a bit bigger, and I don't think that they would fit. If you're out and about a lot, the smaller Kindle would probably be better for you. I personally find it better. I think if the Kindle was any bigger, I'd be like, hold up, no thank you. The battery life is so amazing. I've barely charged mine. I don't even know what percentage it's on right now, because I don't even think I've charged it for like a good 3 weeks, and it's on 50%, so yeah. And it's super quick to charge. Like, if it's running low on battery and I need to charge it, it takes not even that long. So yeah, we need batteries like the Kindle battery in every single device that I own. The screen, I think I may have already talked about this in passing, but the screen is genuinely no glare. Like, I read outside in the summertime when it was like quite sunny, and I took my book out, my Kindle, I took my Kindle out to read, and there was no glare from the sun. It was completely fine. But when I go out with my iPad or anything else, I cannot see the screen at all. And also, there's something really weird about the screen. Like, it is not like a normal screen. It literally looks and feels, well, not feels, but it looks like paper. I don't know. There's something about the screen that just makes the experience of e-reading so much better. Other pros, you can annotate to some extent. I have covered this in the cons, but I think that for me, as someone who doesn't annotate physical books, annotating on the Kindle is kind of nice. I'm not a hardcore annotator, so I can't really give my personal experience on that. I think if I was doing a long, big annotations on a book, I would not pick the Kindle to do that on, but I've never really annotated books, so there's a few small features on the Kindle as well that just make it so amazing. So the progress tracking, like, it tells you how far you are in the book or how much time left you have in the chapter, and I feel like that's so useful for me to organize my time. And also the percentage in the book, it shows you how far you are in, and I think that's really useful since you can't physically see where you are in the book. It's very useful and it's really motivating. I don't know, maybe that's just me. And it also has a clock at the top. You can take off the clock at the top, but for me it helps me so I don't spend too long reading if I have other stuff to do. So I don't know, good for time management. I think that's one of the biggest pros, is the accessories you can add to it, and you can make reading a whole experience. So I would say that those are the main kind of pros. I would say it does help me read faster. I think it's just because, like, flicking the book and stuff like that. And I also read way more with the Kindle because I'm not afraid of, like, the spines getting creased, which is one of my biggest, like, no, I don't like creased spines. I don't really like my books getting dirty or going in my bag and getting crumpled. So with the Kindle, I don't have to worry about that, and I don't have to stress about that. So I find myself taking the Kindle to different places, and I feel like that's why I get through books faster, because I'm reading more. So that's my personal philosophy on why I might be reading faster on the Kindle. But yeah, I do think I read faster on the Kindle, 100%. Now we're going to be talking about Kindle Unlimited. Like, I think that it's good for 3 months free, but after that I would not pay for it. I would say that it has limited books, but maybe it's just not what I'm interested in. I think that their teen section and their young adult section is very lacking. At least that's when I had it, so it might have upgraded since then, but I would not pay for Kindle Unlimited again. A pro of the Kindle is that it can work out cheaper. I don't know who's been doing the maths on this one, but I'll tell you, since getting my Kindle, I have not paid for a single book on the Kindle. I download them for free and I read them. However, I do still support the authors because I buy the physical copy and I get the Kindle one for free, or I buy the audiobook. So either way, it means that I have two mediums to consume my books with, so that's great. I think it has saved me a lot of money, because a lot of popular books you can just find online. That is a really big pro for me, and I think that's the main thing that's made my e-reading experience like up there, because I've just been able to read so many books and I haven't had to commit to them by like buying them. I would say that it is kind of cheaper if you want to try a book before actually buying the paperback copy. Like, I read all these Harry Potter books, well, most of them, on Kindle for free. I then paid for the paperback versions after I realised I absolutely loved it. My accessories, I got this case from Shein and I got the stickers from Shein. You can make your own backings and like stickers and stuff, and you can print them. Accessories wise, there's a lot of different things you can get. You can get like clicky remotes and like stands for your Kindle and different things. Pop socket, I got this one from the official Pop Sockets thing, but I had it from a previous phone case, so I just took it off and put it on my Kindle. It's so comfortable right in the middle. Since this Kindle's a lot smaller, I can hold it with both hands. A lot of people get like magnetic pop sockets, and I was trying to get one of those, but they were just out of my budget. I did not want to be spending like nearly £20. Alternatives to the Kindle are obviously other e-readers. When I was researching my Kindle, other e-readers that were coming up were like Kobo and stuff like that. You can e-read on smaller tablet devices, so if you have like a small Android tablet. You can also use an iPad, you can use your regular phone by just using the Kindle app, which I have talked about quite a lot in this video, but it is useful. You can also e-read on Apple Books. And yeah, I think there's other apps. There's like Libby and different stuff where you can get it from a library. The Amazon Fire 7, it's like a mini tablet, and I did have one, but it's not just an e-reader, it's just like a mini tablet, and it's from Amazon, and it's got like Netflix, Prime Video, all different things on, and it's really good for just consuming content, and it has Kindle app on there. So it obviously doesn't have the features like the no glare screen and things like that, but if you just want a small device that's portable that you can do different things on as well, and it's in colour, I would definitely recommend getting that. I think it can double as other things if you're not 100% sold on just getting a Kindle for just reading. Yes, if you love reading, if you find it sometimes difficult to read text and you like to change the font size and would like to make it bigger, I would also recommend it if you love reading, if you spend a lot of time reading, and it can just enhance your reading experience. If you've been e-reading on your iPad or phone for quite a while now and you really want to upgrade it, take it to the next level, I would also recommend the Kindle for you. Who would I not recommend the Kindle for? People who don't like reading. I feel like if you don't like reading, unless it's like an accessibility issue where like the font size and stuff like that, you're not going to miraculously want to read just because you get a Kindle, and I just think that's my personal opinion. I really hope you guys enjoyed that review, and I would really appreciate if you could like, comment, subscribe, and join me on my YouTube journey. Yeah, I will see you guys in another video, fingers crossed, and yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.